Good morning, children. Welcomes you all in today's online lesson organized by Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Today, we're going to learn mathematics subject. In that, we learn a very easy topic that is percentage. Okay. Myself, Avinash Gavanji Bhoye from Mumbai Public School, Dharavi Galadilla. Okay. Children, can you tell me? Pictures tell us what? Yes, children. Have you seen pictures like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What is it?
Sir, these are offers.
Offers. Okay. Then what is the offer? See the first one.
Sir, some school dress.
Yes.
School dress.
Yes.
School dresses offer is there, and super sale
Second,
Okay.
20% off special offer.
Okay. In dress section, what is the offer? They written here
90% off.
90% off. 90% off means what? Can you tell me? What do you mean by 90%?
Sir,
Okay. Now
discount.
discount. Okay. That is 90% is discount. But what do you mean by 90%? Here in Super Sale, there is 20% off. So what do you mean by 20%? Okay, we will see. Super Sale means if we purchase things of 500, then we will get 20% off from that 500. So, so out of 500, how is what is 20%? Okay, we will see in the next slide. See here, today we're going to learn about percentage, and the sign of percentage is like this. See the blue one. We will see
Yes.
the percentage. Now here the definition, percent can be defined as of 100. Okay. We already learn about fractions. Yes. So percent can be defined as of 100 means 5% means what? If we given that 5% means what do you mean by 5%? 5% means out 5 out of 100. What?
100.
5 out of 100. Okay.
100.
Of 100. Yes. See here, they written it can be defined as of 100. Okay. Now, what do you mean by 60%? How we can be write 60?
60, 100.
60 upon 100 or 60 out of 100. So 60% means 60 upon 100. And now, what do you mean by 10%? What do you mean by 10%? 10 upon.
100.
Okay, so whenever they write if it is 7%, 8%, that is the numbers denominator is 100. See here, cent comes from the Latin and means 100. Cent means 100. Now many words have comes from the root cent, such as century, centimeter, centipede, and cent. Okay. Now here, see, percent is given. Here, first one percent is given, that is 50%, and decimal is, see here,
0.
decimal is given 0.50, and fraction is 50 upon. Means what is the fraction? 50 upon 100. Okay, if here it is 20. if we have here 20, so what is the decimal? Can you tell me? The decimal of 20% is what? 0.20.
20.
And fraction is
20 upon 100.
20 upon 100. Very good. Okay, now see here, 50% means 50 parts out of 100. Okay, see here, fraction is given. This is fraction. And these all parts are, total number of parts are 100. And out of 100, 50 parts are colored. So this is 50%. See here, 10% means 10 parts out of 100. So 10 parts are colored out of 100. So the fraction is, see a fraction is given 10 out of 100. 25% means how many parts out of 100? Yes. 25% means how many parts of out of 100 is colored? Yes, that is 25. Now here 75% means 75 parts out of 100 is colored, and the fraction is 75 upon 100. 100% means all the parts out of 100 are colored. Now see here 50%, 50%. Half part is 50%. The total one is how many percent? 50% plus 50%. 50 plus 50, how many?
100.
100%. So half part is 50%. Good. Now here are some problems for you. We have to write the fraction and then convert it into percentage. Now first one is given. What is the fraction?
Sir, 4 upon 1.
4 upon 1 or 1 upon 4?
Oh, sorry, sir, 1 upon 4.
1 upon 4. Okay, but we guess that the total parts are 100. Okay, the full circle is 100. So we have to convert this fraction into out of 100. So we will
40%.
40% or 25%. We will see. If the total parts are 100, then see the quarter is covered. Okay, so what is the quarter of 100? Yes. What is the quarter of 100? 1 upon 4 is our fraction. To find out percent, we will multiply it by 25. So 25 upon 100. So percentage is 25%. See here, when denominator is 100, the upper part or numerator is percentage. Okay. Now see the second diagram and tell me the fraction.
Sir,
This one,
4 upon 8.
4 upon
8.
no. The total parts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 4 upon
8.
8. 4 upon 8 is right. 4 upon 8. Now we have to convert. 4 upon 8 means what? The half part is colored. Yes?
Yes, sir.
See here, if we divide it by 4, then we get 1 upon
2.
1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 means half part is colored.
Color.
So easily to get out of 100, we will multiply it by 15. Okay, so 50 upon 100. So how many percentage? Yes, student? Half part is colored, so percentage is 50%. See here, when we get denominator as 100, the numerator is percentage. Okay, so here the 50%. Second one is percentage is 50. Now, see the third diagram. What is the fraction? Total parts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3. 2 upon 3.
3 upon 2, 3 upon 5 or 2 upon 5?
Sorry. 3 upon 5.
3 upon 5. So to get the percentage, we have to convert denominator as 100. So we will multiply it by 20. Super is 60 and down is, so here it is 100%. Sorry,
60%.
60%. Okay. Here, now tell me the fraction of this diagram. Yes. What is the fraction?
6 upon 8.
1, 2, 3, 4. 6 upon
8.
8. Okay. That means 3 upon 4. If we multiply it by 25, then we will get 100 and this one is 75. So how many percentage are there? 75%.
Then
Now the last one, what is the fraction? 7
6
upon 6 or 7?
Sir, 7 upon 8.
7 upon 8.
7 upon 10. 7 upon
10.
see here the total parts are 10 and
10.
7 parts are colored. So now how to convert it in English? Can you tell me? To get denominator as 100, what we have to do? By which number we have to multiply both numerator and denominator? See, we have to convert 10 into 100. So by which number we have to multiply? Yes? Yes, yes. To get 100, we have to multiply it by 10. So we will get 70 upon 100. That means 70%. Okay, now
70%.
here. Yes. Now how to calculate percentage? Okay. So here this is the formula for to calculate percentage. Part upon whole multiplied by 10. So you will get percentage. Okay, note this formula, part upon whole multiplied by 10. So we will get percentage.
Yes.
Now here, this is also formula for to calculate the percentage number for which you want to find out percentage and total number with which you want to compare or out of and multiplied by 100. Now we will see some examples. Okay. Question number 1. What is the 50% of 70? They already given the 50% out of 70. So 50% means, yes, student, 50% means, see here, 50% is already given. So 50% means 50 upon 100.
100.
Yes, and we will multiply it by 70. Okay. Now
Okay.
the multiplication very easy. We will cut this 0 and this 0. This 0,
Yeah.
this 0. Now 5 into 7 is 5 multiplied by 7 is 5 sevens are yes,
7
35.
35. So
35.
which one is the correct option?
35.
The second
Second
option.
option, second.
Second
Second.
option.
Okay, good. See here, the illustration is given 50% of 70 means 70 multiplied by 50 upon 100. So here we will get 35. Now read this question.
25%
Yes,
is
student. Read.
written as dash dash.
Okay, so which one is the correct option? Very easy question. 25% is written as
Third option.
third. It is very easy, very good. Your question number 3. 5% of 400 is equal to. Can you tell me?
What?
5% is given. Okay. 5% means 5 out of 5 upon 100, and out of here they given of 400 is equal to. So easily we will multiply 400 5 upon 100. So whenever there is 0 in numerator and denominator, easily we will cancel
Multiply.
it. So 5 into 4 is 5 multiplied by 4 is
20.
20. So which option is correct?
Last one, fourth.
Last one. Okay. Good. Here, the given illustration 5% of 400 means 400 multiplied by 5 upon 100. So we will get 20. Okay, now 8% of 800, 50 is equal to 8% means,
8%
yes, student,
means 8%.
8%, but 8 out of how many? What is the
100.
yes? So we have to write 8 upon
100.
100 and
Multiply by 800.
850. See here, 50 is also
Yes.
850. Okay. Now 0, 0. Okay. We will divide 85 and 10 divide by 5. So we will get 2, and here we will get 17.
Yes.
2, this one is 4. So we get 4 into 17. So 4 into 17. Now do the multiplication.
1 minute.
Yes.
4 into 70.
4 into 17, we will get
Second option, 68.
68. Very good. 68 is correct option. See, illustration is given 850 means 850. 8% of 850 is, we will multiply 850 into 8 upon 100. So we will get 68. 68 is correct option. Now here, question number 5. If there are 60% girls in school and total strength of student in that school is 950, then find out the number of girls in the school. See, the percentage of girls is given. Okay, that is 60%. And the total strength of the school is, how many students there are in school?
950.
950. And the percentage of girls is
60%.
60%. So to find out the number of girls in in that school, what we have to do?
60 upon 100
Yes, 60 upon 100.
multiply by 950.
Very good. We will cut the zeros. Okay, now 6 multiplied by 95. So what will we get? 6
Multiply
multiplied
by
by 9 into 5.
1
95. 6
6
5s are
multiply
30.
by 90.
6 9s are
570.
54.
Third option. 570.
570. Very good. See, illustration is given 60% of 950 means 950 multiplied by 60 upon 100. That we get 570. So number of girls is 570. Okay. Now question number 6. If there are 1400 trees in a garden and the percentage of mango trees is 5. So find the number of mango trees in that garden. Okay. So here in one garden there are 1400 total trees. Out of that trees, the percentage of mango trees is 5. So how to find out the number of mango trees in that garden? What we have to do? See here, the percentage of mango trees given, that is 5%, and total number of trees is 1400. So what we have to do? Yes, student?
Yes.
The percent of mango tree is 5 upon
5
100
upon 100 multiply by
multiply by
1400.
400. Okay, so we will cut the zeros. Now we get 5 into 14. So do the
5,
multiplication. 5
5,
into 14.
14. 70. First option.
First option is very right. Very good. See, a 5% of 1400 means 5 upon 1400 multiplied by 5 upon 100. That is 70. 70 is correct option. Now read the question number 7.
There are 500 sacks in go down. Out of these, 15 percentage are rice. Then how many sacks of rice are there in go?
Therein, okay. There are 500 sacks in godown. Out of these, 50% are rice. Then how many sacks of rice are there in the godown? Okay. So total
15
number of sacks
upon
is,
100
yes, 15 upon 100. Then
multiply by 500.
15 upon 100 multiplied by
500.
500. Okay.
Zero
So
cut.
we will cut zeros. 15
And
into 5 is,
15 multiply by 5.
yes, do the multiplication.
75.
15
Third
5 right
option. Third
70.
option. 75. Third
Third
option.
option.
Very good. 75 is very correct answer. See, 50% of 500 means 500 multiplied by 50 upon 100, and we will get 75. Very good. Now, question number
Fif-
8.
15
Yes, read.
percentage of 3520. 15 upon 100 multiply by 3520.
15 upon 100 multiplied by 3520. Okay, we will cut the zeros. Okay, now, see, we will divide it by 5. So we will get 3 and 2. Now, we will divide it by 2. So we will get 1 here. This is 1, 7. 6. So we will get 3 multiplied by 176. Now do the multiplication and tell me the answer.
3 multiplied by
176.
528. Second option.
Okay, 528. That is correct answer. We will see the illustration. See, illustration is given. That is 528 is very correct answer. Very good. Now, some problems for you. Question number 1. Read this one.
64% of 150 is equal to 64 upon 100 multiplied by 50.
150. Okay. 64 divided by 100 and multiplied by 120. Now, what we have to do?
Cut the 0.
We will cut the 0. Now, here this is 10. If we divide both 15 and 20, 10 by 5, so we will get 2 here and 3 here. So now we will divide 64 and 2 by 2. So we will get 1 here and 32 is here. So 32 multiplied by 3. The multiplication.
32 multiplied by 96. First
96.
option.
First option is right. Very good. Now read the question number 2.
7% of 4,800 is equal to 7
7%.
upon 100.
Yes, 7 upon 100 multiplied by.
4,800.
Okay, now do the multiplication. What we
a
have to do?
zero?
Cut zeros. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now what we have to do?
7 multiplied by 48.
7 multiplied by 48. Okay. Do the multiplication.
336. Second option is correct.
336. So, okay, I will mark this one, but I will do the multiplication. 48 multiplied by 7. 7 8s are 56.
Yes.
7 4s are 28 and 28 plus 5 is
33.
336 is very right. Okay, very good. Okay, now read the question number 3.
If there are a total 800 animals in cow shed, the percent of buffaloes is 40. Then find number of buffaloes.
Okay, what do we have to do?
40 upon 100 multiply by 800.
Okay, very good. If there are total 800 animals in cow shed, the percent of buffaloes is 40. So total number of animals is 800 and the percentage of buffaloes is 40. So very 40 upon 100 multiplied by 800. So what we have to do now? We will cut zeros.
Yes.
We will get 40 multiplied by
8. 40
8.
multiplied by 8.
Now do the multiplication.
320. Third one option is correct.
8 4s are 32. So 320 is correct answer. Very good. Now this one is last question. Read this one.
10% of mango trees in a forest. There are total 920 trees, then how much mango trees?
Okay, 10% of mango trees in forest. If there are total number of trees is 900, then how much mango trees are there? Okay, what we have to do?
10 upon 100 multiplied by 900.
10 upon 100 multiplied by
900.
900. Okay, now
0 cut a 0.
0. Okay, we will get
And 10 multiplied by 9.
10 multiplied by 9. Okay,
90.
so we will get
Third one option is correct.
90. Okay, very good. Very good. This option is very right. Okay, now this sums for your homework. Very easy question. Which of the following statement is true? Okay, now tell me which one is the true. Just tell me 5% of 20 is 1. 40% of 200 is 45. Yes, student, can you tell me which one is correct? Okay, take a screenshot. And thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.
Bye. Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
You can start, sir.
Shall I start, sir, now?
Yes, yes. Share screen and
Hello, students. Good morning and welcome to my online class. Hello, dear students. Good morning. Welcome to my online class.
Yes, sir.
My name is Sharat Kharad and I am from Dharavi TC, English school number 2. And we will start our today's lesson with good thought. Anyone from you please read this thought?
Action is the fundamental key to success.
Yes, action is the fundamental key to success. Only reading good thought is not enough. We have to implement these good thought into the action. Only then and then only we will be successful in our life. So that's why it is said action is the fundamental key to success. This is the meaning of thought. Do you understand?
Yes.
Very good. Can you see the picture now?
Yes.
What do you see in the picture? What do you see, beta, in the picture?
Man.
Sir, that people has a stomach ache.
Yes, his stomach is paining. He is not feeling well. Is it good or bad?
Bad.
It is bad.
Yes, but why it is happening? Can you think?
Sir, because he had eaten so many junk food because of that.
Yes, very good, very good. So he may have eaten some junk food or he is not feeling well. There may be some problem, and this problem is regarding as his health. Now, can you see the picture? Can you see this picture? Hello, student. Can you see the picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta. Tell me, what do you see in the picture?
Sir, that girl is vomiting.
Yes, girl is vomiting. She is not feeling well, and she is having some health problem. So why this is happening? Can you tell me? Can you guess?
Sir, because of same problem.
Yes,
Because
same
he's
problem.
eating too many junk food. So because of that he has come vomiting.
Yes, very good. She has come vomiting. And it happens because we are not getting good habits. We are eating junk food. We are not living in good environment. So that's why such problems happen. And again,
Yes,
what do
sir.
you see?
Because of air pollution also.
Yes. And what do you see now?
Sir, this little boy has a loose motion problem.
Yes, loose motion problem, or we can say dysentery. And this same problem is also due to eating habits, not a good environment, and some food. The food he has eaten is not good.
Because in that junk food that some bad substances are added to that.
Yes. So that's why these problems are happening. And now, next slide. Can you see?
That's uncle's mind is paining.
Yes, his head is paining. He is having headache, and he's having pain. He's not feeling well. So that's why he has put his hand on his head. So this is also the problem due to pollution. He is not living in good environment, or he may not having his good health this time. So that's why he's doing like this. Such thing happens to you and me also sometime. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this is also, we can say, he is not feeling
And
well. Yes, beta, tell me.
some people those who are those who walk now, they
Yes.
also have so many head pain.
Yes. Great, great. And now,
Sir, that man is
coffee.
cough.
Yes. And this is also happening due to not eating good food, eating too much.
It is, sir, I know because he had eaten so many oily food.
Yes, oily food, and he has eaten sweets, and he is not living in good environment. So
Yes.
all these problems are happening. All these problems are there. So, and in this slide, what do you see?
Sir, that little baby has a fever.
Yes, fever and cold. He is not feeling well. So all these problems are happening related to health and hygiene. So today, today we all are going to learn new topic of EVS 1, lesson number 25, community health and hygiene. Means how can we improve our health as well as our community, and how will we keep our cleanliness. So that all thing we will see in today's lesson. Are you all ready now?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, I would like to tell you what is community health. So first thing is that when we talk about our own health, means we bath every day, we keep the environment clean surrounding us, we develop good habits of eating, sleeping. So all these things are personal cleanliness. But when we live in community, we live in society, we live in school, we play on playground. So all that time we have to maintain cleanliness of ground, cleanliness of house, cleanliness of school. So this all these things comes under community. Community means people's all people living in one area. So we call them as community. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And hygiene means cleanliness, habit of cleanliness. We can say as a hygiene. So just as we take care of our own health, and we should or we must take efforts to ensure good health for all people living or surrounding us. So for that purpose, what should we do? Can you tell me? Here are some points are given in this slide. You can read and explain to me. What can we do to develop good health of community? We can do one thing. We should have to take nutritious food. Which food we must eat? Nutritious food means food that contains fats, carbohydrates, protein, starch, vitamins and minerals. And the food which has vegetables, fruits, grains, pulses, fish, meat, egg, dairy products, all that food we have to eat. If we eat such food, then we will get nutritious food. And when we eat nutritious food, we will not get easily ill or we will not get any disease. Do you understand? And second thing is personal hygiene. We have to keep personal hygiene. We should keep cleanliness as a person and cleanliness in our surrounding. And if we keep personal hygiene and social hygiene, we will get best environment for living. We will feel well and we will not get any disease easily. Then exercise. Exercise is also important for our health. Only eating nutritious food and keeping personal hygiene is not enough, but we have to develop habit. We have to exercise early in the morning, and in the middle of the day we have to do some physical work. If we do such things, it will help us to be free from diseases. And fourth thing is that we should keep some hobbies. We know every person has different hobbies, but if we keep one or two habits at least, then it will help us to do some activities. And if we do some activities, it will be helpful to our health. And we must develop cleanliness habits as a family member, and we have to tell other family member also to keep cleanliness in our house, in our surrounding. Do you understand now? Second thing is that which threats are there to the community health, means which problems causes community health. So first thing is that pollution. We know there are many types of pollution: water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, radioactive pollution. So all these things are dangerous to the environment. These things keep environment polluted. So we have to reduce the pollution in order to keep our environment clean and neat. Second thing is squalor, means some peoples are not having good habits or healthy habits. We have to tell them to develop good habit among them. And third is epidemics of infectious diseases. Epidemics means epidemics such as cholera, dysentery, and all these diseases. If we stop them on the time, it will not spread in our community and our community will be safe from such things. Can you hear me now, students? Hi, students. Can you hear me? And fourth thing is addiction. We know some people have developed some addiction like smoking, drinking alcohol, eating gutka, pan masala, and all such things. So these things are also harmful to their health, and with their health, they are harmful to their surrounding also. And some diseases like insect-borne diseases like malaria, typhoid. So such diseases are also very dangerous to our health. And when they bite us, we will get disease and it will be spread to into our community. So we have to avoid such diseases. We have to do pesticides in our surrounding, in our home. We have to keep our house and surrounding clean and neat. And seventh thing is point number 6 is lack of awareness. We know all people are not that much aware about our health. They neglect their health. So we have to tell them, we have to bring awareness in our society, in community, that health is very important and we have to be healthy. So we have to do exercise, we have to eat nutritious food, we have to avoid drug addiction, and all such things we have to do which are good for our health. Lack of medical facilities. We know in rural area there are no enough medical facility. So that's why some diseases, one disease is there, it spread into the community. So if we avoid such diseases, we have to keep all medical facilities ready there. And if we do such things there, it will be good for our community. Do you understand now? Hi, students. Can you hear me? So these are the threats to the community health. So we have to be safe from these threats if we want to keep our environment clean and neat, and if we want to keep our health good. Importance of community health. What is the importance of community health? So we will see people of our country are the most important factor in the country's progress and development. We all know that peoples are very important to its nation. If peoples make his progress, his nation will progress automatically. So when citizens will progress, when they get good health, when they have a good health, then and then only they will work and they will help their nation to progress. So we have to keep every person healthy in our country. We can work well and live life only if we have a good health. So that's why it is necessary for us to keep our health good. Clean environment. Again, we see that if we have clean environment, if we have environment which is free from air, water, soil pollution, then only we will get good quality of oxygen and we will have our good health. Nutritious food. Again, this point is there. We have to take nutritious food. The food which contain fiber, glucose, sucrose, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals. Such food we have to eat, and it will help us to develop our good health. Safe drinking water. We have to drink safe water, safe and clean water. Means the water which is not harmful to our body. If we drink such water, it will also help us to improve our health. And good medical facilities. we have to provide good medical facility in rural as well as urban areas. So people will get medical treatment on the time and they will get their good health. Do you understand now? Hi students,
Yes.
very good. Now tell me, is it good or bad? Okay, burning old tires is good or bad? Tell
What?
me, burning old tires, is it good or bad for environment?
Bad.
Yes. Why it is bad, beta? Can you tell me why it is bad burning old tires?
Because their smell is different, and while burning there comes like
Yes, its smell is very bad and it spreads into the air and it causes air pollution. Is it right?
pollution. Yes.
Yes. So we know that air pollution is very harmful to our health. So
Yes.
that's why burning old tire is bad habit. It is a bad habit. Is it right?
Yes.
And tell me second question, spitting anywhere on the road is good or bad?
Means
Spitting. हम लोगों को रोड पे थूकना चाहिए क्या?
nahi.
Yes. Spitting anywhere on the road is good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. How it is bad? Can you tell me?
Because the road became dirty.
Yes. Road become dirty and it can means germs can be there in the spit and it can spread disease from one person to another person. So it is not good habit. It is bad habit. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Third question. Using public toilets. Using public toilets is good or bad? Means instead of going washroom on open places, if we use public places, is it good or bad?
Good.
Yes, it is good. Because if we go for washroom on open places, it will cause pollution. So instead of going onto open place, if we use public places, it will be helpful to our society. Fourth question, looking after domestic animals. If we take care of domestic animal, will it be good or bad?
Good.
Yes. How it will be good, beta? Can you tell me?
Because we take care of domestic animals.
Yes. And
Then
if we take care of domestic animal, they will their number will increase and it will be helpful to our environment.
and they also do in farm that help.
Yes, they are also helpful for farming work. They gives us milk, eggs, and so many uses are there. So that's why looking after domestic animals is very good. Fifth question, following doctor's instructions in case of infectious diseases is good or
Good.
bad? It is good or bad?
Good.
Yes. How it is good? Can you tell me?
Because we follow doctor, then we feel better.
Yes. We know that doctor is very studious. He is very
Yes.
helpful us. He always gives us good instruction which are good for our health, and he know every disease, and doctor can only guide us. So if we follow a doctor's instruction, we will be disease free and it will help us to improve our health. So that's why we should always listen to our doctor. So it is good to follow doctor's instructions in case of infectious diseases. Question number 6. Washing your hands before a meal or snack is good or bad?
Good.
How it is good?
Because while we eating, we want to do a lunch, then we want to wash our hands before.
Means if we wash our hands before taking our meal, all our germs will be killed, which are there present on our hand. It will be killed, and we can drink safe food. We can eat safe food. So our food will be free from insects and germs. So that's why we should always wash our hands before eating meal and after visiting to the toilet. Question number 7. Throwing the garbage from your house onto the ground or onto the road. Is it good or bad?
Bad.
How it is bad?
Because we want to garbage only, dustbin only we want to throw.
Yes. Excellent. Yes. If we throw the garbage from our house directly on the road, it will spread all the dirty on the road,
Yes.
and it will cause health issue. It will give pollution, and it will be not good for our community. We will be safe as a person, but it will give problem to others. So it is not good thing. As we are taking our as we are caring our own health, we should take care of other people's health also. Do you understand now? Can I move to the next slide? Now tell me, which are the different types of pollution? Can you see this slide?
Yes.
Tell me types of pollutions.
Noise pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution, radioactive pollution.
Yes. So all these are different types of pollution, and these pollution are dangerous for our health. So this concept we have already studied in water pollution topic. Do you remember?
Yes.
So which are the bad effects, or which are the causes of water pollution? Which things causes water pollution? Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Tell me which things causes water pollution.
Water pollution, dirty, garbage, swag, farms, ocean lakes, rivers cannot drink it, sticky,
Dead animals
dead
and
animals
plants,
and plants, oil
oil
slip,
spills, industry.
industry, energy production, water treatment, chemicals.
Yes. So all these things are causes water pollution. We know if there is dirty will produce water pollution. Then garbage, we see there is so much garbage in outside our society or outside our home. Sewage, farm. We know in farm, farmers use chemicals and pesticides which are very harmful to us, and when they are used in farms with rain, they are get collected into the water, and that water comes into the river, and in this way river also gets polluted. So their water pollution happens, and such water we can't drink. And dead animals and plants, we know there are dead animal and plants. When rain is there, they got mixed into the water and water get polluted. Oil spills, we know we uses motorcycles, vans, and so many things which runs on oil, petrol, diesel. So when such oil, petrol, diesel, or any oily substance when mix into the oil, mix into the water, that water get polluted. So that water is polluted water, or we can say water pollution is there, and which is harmful to our health. Again, we see industries, there is bigger industrial units, and such industries leave their water directly into the river without processing them. So such water when get mixed into the rivers, waters get polluted, and water chemical plants. So all these things are responsible for water pollution. Now, can you tell me which are the bad effects of water pollution on our health?
Sir,
Health diseases.
we can get vomiting too.
Yes.
Current
Chloria, typhoid, diarrhea, and dysentery.
Yes. So all these are the problems that happens due to water pollution. We can get cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, dysentery, not feeling well. All these things happens only due to the water pollution. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So these are the ill effects on human health, and it causes problems not only to human but also other living things also, other plant, other animals, and plants also. If we give polluted water to the plant, plant can't grow properly.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
if in this water fish are also there now, they will also die.
Yes, and if we keep fishes in such water now, so such water is not helpful to, is not good for fish, and fish will die or they will get disease. So we have to keep our water pollution free. So what can we do to avoid water pollution? Which things we can do to avoid water pollution? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
What can we do to avoid water pollution, or which are the methods to prevent water pollution?
The public about it is harmful, affects the human and the environment.
Yes, very good. Again,
Environmental laws
yes.
do not
If our,
dispose
yes,
of
yes. If our,
household chemicals or cleaning agents down the
Agents.
toilet. Recycle and
and
reduce.
yes, very good. Now I will explain you in detail. If we educate the people about the harmful effects of water pollution, people will take care of their themselves and their water. And environmental laws. If our government gives out some laws regarding pollution, we can follow these rules or laws, and then our environment will be good. Do not dispose of household chemicals or cleaning agents down the sink or toilet. So this is also the best way we can avoid
Sir,
this thing.
who
And
are
if we
cleaning
reuse,
agents?
recycle, and reduce, reuse means we have to use again and again. Recycle means if we use some plastic or some things which can be recyclable, and if we recycle them, same thing we can use again and again. And reduce means we have to use at minimum extent. And if we do such things, it will be helpful to our environment, or it will give us polluted free water. So all these things are very useful to avoid water pollution. Do
Yes.
you understand?
Yes.
We will move to the next slide now. And next is malnutrition. Malnutrition means we are not if we are not getting proper nutritious diet. If suppose we are not getting enough fats, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, and minerals, we can say malnutrition is there. Malnutrition means not getting enough quantity of constituents of food. Constituents of foods are, we know, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. If we don't get such constituents of food in adequate quantity, then we can say there is malnutrition. Do you understand now what is malnutrition?
Yes.
Yes. So which are the bad effects of malnutrition?
Sir, can I say?
Yes, yes, beta.
Sir, weight loss, low energy, muscle wasting, increased risks of fractures, increase risk of hospital admissions, confusion, infections, reduce independence, increase risk of falls, reduce mobility, low mood.
Yes. So all these things happens due to malnutrition, and we know malnutrition is not getting enough constituents of food into our body, like proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. These are constituents of food, and if we don't eat fruit, vegetables, grains, pulses, dairy products, then there will be deficiency of such constituents of food in our diet, and it will leads to the problem of low energy, muscle wasting, weight loss, not good physical height, and low mood, reduced mobility, brittle bones, increased risk of fractures, reduced independence. All such things happens due to not getting good food. So these all problems are happens due to not eating good food. So these are the impact of malnutrition on our health. Now tell me causes of malnutrition. Why malnutrition happens? It happens due to poverty. Some people's living in rural as well as urban area. Yes.
Sir, first is poverty. Second, lack of primary health infrastructure, lack of awareness and
Illiteracy.
illiteracy, weak public distribution system in India, poor implementations of child development scheme, poor sanitation practices in rural areas.
Yes, very good. We know that there are poor people, those who can't afford at 2 times food. So that's why malnutrition happens there, and lack of primary health infrastructure in rural as well as urban areas. Lack of awareness. Some people are not aware about health, so they are neglecting this thing, and that's why malnutrition happens there. With this thing, there are so many problems that causes malnutrition. Do you understand here?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Sir, but
Now-
what is the meaning of poverty?
Poverty means we can say that not having enough money to bring food, clothes, to fulfill basic fundamental needs. Poverty means not having enough money.
Okay.
Low economic level. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
We can say in Marathi as a garibi. Poverty means not having enough money to buy basic needs, to fulfill basic needs like food, clothing, shelter. We can say them as they are poor people, or poverty is there. Are you getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So how can we avoid malnutrition? What can we do? Preventing. The best way to prevent malnutrition is to eat healthy, balanced diet and plenty of fruit and vegetables. What should we have to do? Tell me.
So, to prevent malnutrition, ma'am, plenty of fruit and vegetables,
Yes.
plenty of starchy foods such as bread, rice, potatoes, pasta. Some milk and dairy foods are non-dairy alternative. Some sources of protein such as meat, fish, eggs, and beans.
Yes, very good. So such things we have to take into our diet. We have to eat grains, pulses, dairy products, meat, fish, milk. Means we have to take all the constituents of food in our diet. If we take such diet, we will be free from malnutrition. Yes, beta.
We cannot eat now because of fish, fish and eggs. Now new virus has come, bird flu.
Yes. Bird flu is there. I know that, but it is not permanent. After some 6 months or after 1 year, it will not be there. When we will get such virus free atmosphere, then only we can start eating eggs and chicken. Do you
Yes.
understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nowadays, I also know bird flu is there and it is not good for human health. So, in this situation, we have to avoid eating eggs and chicken. But even though if we get them, and because we eat only after heating them on high temperature, and if we heat chicken or eggs on high temperature, all the germs killed. But if you don't want to eat now, you can't. You stop eating, and when once bird flu is over, then you start. You can start eating after that time. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, in this box, there are different things that given: polluted water, malnutrition, pollution, ignorance, and superstition, and addiction. So, due to water pollution, cholera happens there. Which other problems can be there? Fill in the block. Fill in the box. See the box, and you have to think and tell me which things happen due to polluted water. One example is given there. Cholera happens. And which disease is there due to water pollution? Typhoid will also be there. Is it
Yes.
right? And in box which is down,
Dysentery also, dysentery.
yes, dysentery will also be there. So, and in second box, remedies are given there. First remedy is safe water supply. And what other things we can do? We can take or we can maintain personal and community hygiene. Second is malnutrition, higher number of child deaths due to malnutrition. We can say second thing is that stunted physical growth and nutritious diet. What is the remedy? Remedies means how can we overcome such problems? Nutritious diet. Along with nutritious diets, what can we do? We can maintain or we can keep our environment clean and neat. Pollution, danger to the environment. And what other things are happening due to pollution? Water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, radioactive pollution, which is not good for our health. And in remedies, how can we protecting the environment, stopping water, soil, air pollution, or keeping personal and social hygiene. Last one is ignorance and superstition, oppression, deception. So all these problems happen due to ignorance. So what can we do to overcome this problem? Scientific damper, bringing awareness in the society, educating the people, broadcasting the health program on the social channels or on the TV channels. So all these things we can do to bring awareness about the health in our society. Do you understand now? Now next concept is wholesome living. Wholesome living means if we take care of our health, it is possible for us to lead a wholesome life. Wholesome life means living all the family members with each other. And if we avoid diseases, water pollution, malnutrition, then our society will be disease free and we can bring harmony in our life. We can bring happiness and we will live happily in our society. So this is nothing but the wholesome living, means maintaining our physical and mental health as well as our family, as well our society and whole community. So this is known as wholesome living. So there are some bad habits among the people. One of them is tobacco consumption. If tobaccos like gutka, cigarettes, bidis, mashiri, mawa, pan masala, if we take such thing, it will be harmful to our health. And we also see many people consuming tobaccos in different ways. All these are harmful our health. These are not good for our health, and it can causes different problems to our health. So first of all, we have to avoid such habits. Which are the ill effects of tobacco addiction? Can you read?
Yes, sir. Can I read?
Yes, beta.
Alkeys in the mouth. The
Yes.
alkeys develops into bigger mouths. The person may develop tumors. A lot of time and money has to be spent on treatment. If the wounds do not heal, the person has serious problem. This can eventually lead to cancer. Tobacco entering the digestive organs leads to complaints related to them. The constant presence of tobacco in the
Yes. So if people see tobacco, it will be harmful to their health. So we have to avoid eating tobacco. And second is alcoholism. We see people surrounding us. Some of them drinks alcohol. So it is very harmful to our body. If we drink alcohol, makes a person drowsy and confused. We lose our control from ourselves. Alcohol causes diseases of the liver, intestine, and urinary bladder. And addiction of tobacco and alcohol are both are very bad.
sir,
It is not,
it affects to our throat too.
yes, throat also. Yes, very good. So never be negligent about health. If we want to keep our health good, we have to avoid tobacco and alcohol addiction. And which are the ill effects of alcohol's depression and anxiety, memory loss, breast cancer, high blood pressure, liver damage, hepatitis, cancer, infertility, bowel cancer, diabetes, stroke, oral cancer, heart diseases.
Sir,
Means
and hold sir, the man who is eating who is drinking alcohol now,
yes,
it's if he 24 hours, it will die, and his because of his hurt, it will die.
yes, very good, excellent.
That will destroy means the heart will destroy, and then he will also die.
Yes, he will also die, and with he dangers his family life also. If he die, his family members will not get money and they will not get family protection. So his family will also suffer from so many problems. So it is better to avoid drinking alcohol. So drinking alcohol is very bad to our society and for his personal
And
life
sir,
also.
is harm it can harm to unborn babies
Yes,
who has
it can harm
born.
also to newborn babies also. So all these points are harmful to our society and for our family also. So we have to avoid drinking alcohol. So again, there are questions which are good, bad, and pointless habits. So first of all, informing your family members where you are going and when you will be back. Is it good or bad habit or pointless habit? Informing your family members where you are going and when you will be back. Is it good or bad?
Sir, it is good.
Yes, it is good. Second question, telling the truth.
Is good. It is good.
Yes, very good. Fiddling with one's hair, a pencil, etc. all the time. Fiddling means playing.
Uh,
Is it
what's
good or
up?
bad?
What's up?
Fiddling means playing with one's hair.
Sir, it is bad.
Yes, it is not bad. We can't say it is not harmful to our health, but it is a pointless habit. Which habit? Pointless means nothing is there. It is just for sake of time pass, or if we don't have to do anything, we do such things. So we can't say it is bad. Actually, it is pointless habit. Which habit?
Pointless habit.
Pointless means nothing is there. It's just doing, but actually it is not also good, but it is not bad also at the same time. Means
Sir,
things
means
which gives us,
it is half good and half bad.
yes, we can say like that, but it is not good, not bad. It is not giving any problem to us, but at the nature it is not looking good. If we do such things in front of our teacher, in front of our family member, in front of our guest, so what they will call us, they will call what he is doing, he is not doing good. So that is why it is said it is pointless, there is no point doing such things. Okay. And fourth is beating one's nails, biting one's nails,
It is
it
bad.
is bad habits. Very good. Question number 5, making the school bag ready the night before.
Sir, it is sorry. It is good.
Yes, very good. Frequently forgetting one's umbrella, raincoat, pencil, pen, etc.
It's bad.
Yes, it is bad. Putting a limit on TV time and sticking to it.
Yes, it is good.
Yes, it is good. Very good. So now we will revise what we have learned. Each person should
Can I read?
put an efforts to maintain the community health. Yes, read.
Point 1, each person should put in efforts to maintain the community health. Second, we must be alert with the respect to matter of public health. Wholesome, point 3, wholesome living leads to God, personal and social health. Point 4, one needs to be firm with oneself to avoid bad habits.
Yes. So all these things we have learned today in our lesson. So this is your evaluation now. Answer the following question in short. You have to answer this question in a short. Tell me what are the different types of pollution?
Sir, water pollution, soil pollution, air pollution. Can you
Yes.
give him one minute?
Yes, yes. It is in a beta. Radioactive pollution, so many types of pollution is there. Very good. Second question. What factors are a threat to community health? What factors are a threat to community health? Means which things causes or which things are harmful to community health?
Sir, like sir, some people use bad things,
Yes.
like BD and other things.
Yes.
These can harm our environment.
Yes. Means we can say addiction, pollution. Yes. So all these things are threat to community health. Third question, why we should not chew tobacco?
Sir, because it is bad.
Yes, it is bad. It gives us problem.
So bad all bad substances are added to it.
Yes, very good. What are the ill effects of alcoholism?
Sir, it can destroy our heart. It can harm our throat, our stomach, and our brain, and our eyes.
Yes, very good. Which habits are good for our health?
Sir, like keeping cleanliness,
Yes, very good. And then
uh,
eating healthy food.
eating healthy food, and planting plants,
Yes, very good.
and exercise.
Which habits are bad for our health?
Like throwing kachra on
Yes.
road and
Yes.
street,
Yes.
drinking.
Sleeping late at night.
Yes.
So all these things are bad. Drug addiction, doing pollution, all these things are bad for our health. How can we bring progress and development of our country?
What's up?
How can we bring progress and development of our country?
Sir, we can teach the poor people childs because they have don't money.
Yes, very good.
Uh,
And we can
teach,
bring health awareness. We can bring health awareness through social channel, TV channels,
yes, and
and we will develop good healthy habits among all the people, whoever are children and who are taking education, and we can tell all the people to take their care of their health. Yes.
yes, sir.
So, and last question is, how can we achieve excellent health? How can we
Uh,
achieve excellent health?
sir, by planting plants, because if plant is not there, then we can die.
Yes, very good.
Uh,
Eating healthy
not
food,
eat healthy food. Yeah,
habit of cleanliness.
cleanliness. Drink good water.
Yes, and avoid alcohol, tobacco, addiction-free society.
Uh,
Yes. So all these things we can do to achieve excellent health. Now, next question is for your homework. Take a screenshot of homework. First question is fill in the blanks. One more question is there. Have you taken this screenshot?
so 1 minute.
Yes, yes.
Sir, your teaching so amazing.
Thank you, Veda. Have you taken screenshot?
Yes, sir.
And one more question is there. Question number second, true or false?
Sir, I taken a screenshot of this also.
Yes, very good. And beta, stay home, stay safe, avoid coronavirus, eat good food. And thank you for watching my online class.